Hi everyone, I'm Alan Thrall, and with the recent release of my new lifting and running program, I wanted to give you guys some advice for those of you who already lift weights and you want to start incorporating some running alongside your weight training routine. Now, if you call yourself a lifter, I'm going to assume that you're a little bit heavier than your average runner. You got more muscle mass, probably got some tree trunk legs, powerful waistline, dense bones. And so because of that, I think the biggest thing you're gonna have to manage when you start running is musculoskeletal adaptation. You need to give your ankles, knees, hips, lower back, feet time to adapt. And so I'm gonna give you 5 tips that helped me when I started running again.
Number 1, curved treadmill. I'm going to get this one out of the way first because it's the least practical tip. If you happen to have access to a curved treadmill, try it. These curved treadmills are motorless, they're self-driven, manual. You control the speed by how fast you move your legs. The curve absorbs the impact of your front foot more than running on flat ground will. This reduced impact will put less stress on your lower body, which I've already mentioned, but I'll say it again. That is the most important thing to pay attention to when you first start running. Heart rate or heart zone 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter much. How hard you're breathing, how hard you perceive the run, that all doesn't matter nearly as much as managing the added stress on your feet, ankles, knees, and etc. You've got to give your tissues enough time to adapt. The curved treadmill also gives a little bit of feedback or momentum with each stride, whereas when you run on pavement, your legs have to do a bit more work to propel you forward. So this might lead to a little less tissue stress if you're running on a curved treadmill, while still being able to maintain good stride rate, and you're still getting the full cardiovascular benefit of running. I also like this curved treadmill for interval work because I can stop almost immediately and go from walking to running in about 2 seconds without needing to press a bunch of buttons on the treadmill and wait for the speed of the belt to catch up. But if you don't have a curved treadmill, no worries. A normal treadmill acts similarly. Number 2, treadmill incline. A treadmill can offer the same benefits as the curved treadmill I just mentioned, especially if you put it at a 3 to 5% incline. The very slight incline will force you to climb during your run without being so extreme that your running posture changes. It's not like a 15% incline. Since you are at a constant incline for the whole run, the deceleration forces that occur when you're running downhill or when you're running flat aren't as high. And the incline can make the run slightly more difficult without needing to run faster and run harder. Personally, I feel like I can push my incline work really, really hard, jack my heart rate up for a good amount of time, get drenched in sweat, but still feel fully recovered for legs the next day.
Number 3, break your run into sets. If I was your personal trainer and I said, today we're doing 25 reps of squats, you'd probably walk out. But if I said, hey, we're doing 5 sets of 5 reps, you'd stick around. You can treat your runs the same. You can gamify your runs by breaking them into sets. So maybe run fast and then walk. Maybe run slow and then stride it out and then run really fast. You could run for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Rest for a minute. Realize it's okay. You're all right. You can do this. And then proceed to do that for something like 5 sets. When you break your run into sets, you always have a target that's within reach, something to look forward to. If you were to go out on a 30-minute run and you're already looking at your watch 90 seconds in, that 30 minutes is going to be so far off in distance it doesn't seem achievable. It's going to feel like self-inflicted torture. So break it up into 6 sets of 5, 6 sets of 5 minutes or something like that. Now don't get me wrong, I like to just cruise on autopilot, not look at my watch, not think about pacing or timing, and just enjoy the run every once in a while. But it's hard to do if you're just starting out.
Number 4, different stride lengths and speeds. If you're starting running from complete scratch, you've got 0 miles clocked in, and you're relatively sedentary during your everyday life, I think that just getting some time on your feet by clocking in 2 to 3 easy 15 to 20 minute jogs per week is the right approach. you're gonna benefit tremendously from just time on your feet. And to be honest, all of your runs at first are gonna be difficult enough. You don't need to worry about how fast you're going or going faster, because it's just any pace is gonna be challenging enough. But once you're past this phase, this beginning phase, I think that rating your runs as slow, medium, fast breaks up the monotony of running the same distance at the same pace every run.
Now, personally, when I go for a run, I think about 3 speeds. First one is jog. It's basically just a shuffle. I can maintain this for an hour, no issue. I'm not trying to get anywhere fast. I'm not trying to run at any particular pace. Just shuffling down the road. Then a stride. This is where I'm not trying a whole lot harder, just opening up my stride, opening up the distance between my feet, trying to stretch a little bit more. And my third and final gear would be a run. It's not quite a sprint, but I'm trying to keep that same stride length, just trying to increase the RPMs. Feet moving a little faster, pulling my knees up a little higher, moving my arms a little more aggressively.
This is actually similar to alternating your lift variations in the gym. Different tempos or different ranges of motion for different reasons. Something like the rack pull, deadlift, deficit deadlift, flat bench, close grip bench, incline bench. I firmly believe that striding out on a run, just letting my feet fly, picking my knees up, letting my stride go, it really makes my lower back and hips feel really good. And for that reason, I think that it complements the static nature of barbell strength training. And it's not always about just increasing your stride or your pace. Sometimes you can just adjust the incline of a treadmill up or down every couple of minutes. And number 5, get some decent running shoes. Doesn't really matter the brand, just get a reputable running shoe within your price budget. I've used the Nike Pegasus Wide. Now I'm using the Nike Vomero because just a stock Nike Vomero because the shoe's wider than the Pegasus. And I like them both. But honestly, any new running shoe that's comfortable and that fits your foot is going to be leaps and bounds ahead of non-running, tennis shoes or cross-training shoes. Running in running shoes feels like squatting with a new pair of knee sleeves. It's got comfort, springiness. It just makes running feel a little bit easier. There's no question about that. It can also absorb a good amount of impact that your lower body would otherwise take the brunt of. That's it, guys. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I do have a new lifting and running program available for purchase on my website. Thanks for watching, and always remember,
Tread on time!